Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Thank goodness.
Good. How are you? Okay. I think everyone is in. Inward waiting. No. Okay, Max, are you recording the section?
Yes, I'm starting it now.
Okay.
All right.
So can we start? Or we need to wait 2 more minutes, 1 more minute.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to wait like maybe 2 minutes.
Okay.
People to arrive.
So how are you guys? How's the
Good.
weather?
It's 3 in the morning for me.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
I haven't seen 3 in the morning. Okay. Great.
That's a bit of a long day, Max.
Oh man, yeah, I'm exhausted.
I bet you are.
Make sure to share the link in the chat.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm going well. How are you, John?
Good, thank
Good to see you.
you. Nice to see you as well.
Recording.
Hope we can start. Or do we need to wait?
You get started, Philly.
I hope you said. Max, you
Yeah,
said yes.
you can start. Sure. People will come whenever they come.
Okay. So guys, you know my name, Anu. And are you able to see my screen?
No, we see
Yeah.
you.
That's better.
Okay. So basically, I am someone like many people. After the release of ChatGPT, only I realized the opportunities in AI. So I am hearing about this AI from my graduation time onwards, but nothing really spark on me. So and now I am building my own company, and uh, here I am with some of my insights about this multi-agent system. And first of all, I would like to thank all the coordinators, especially Max, for inviting to me. And okay, one second. Okay, so starting from the beginning, like basics. So AI agents, as you know, it's a digital assistant which have a brain. So uh, it understand the question, work on it, and give an output. So basically, It is super powerful, but it has some limitations. Coming like when we add more context into it, the prompt will be more complex and it will go for confusions. So these are these limitations of this AI agent, single AI agent system. So the first thing is like as we are giving all the tasks to the single AI agent, there is no specialization for the agent. So it is limited with the specialization, and also as the prompt increases, the complexity will be more and it will be overwhelmed. And coming to the scalability, uh, already the system prompt is too much complex. So if you're trying to add much more functionality into that, it will get, one second, it will keep on increasing the complexity. So it's like lower scalable, and also as it is not a specialized one and it is really overwhelmed, it is we can't keep on relying on a single agent. So we are coming up with the topic multi-agent system. One second. Yeah. So multi-agent system is like a group of agents working together to complete a specific task. So I'll simplify this multi-agent system theory like consider you're plan to conduct a family get together or party or something. So first you will divide all the tasks among your family members. So your mother, who is an expert or specialist in main dishes, so she will prepare this main dish. And your dad, he is of course other specialist who will be grilling in doing the grilled work like vegetables or meats. And your sibling who having an artistic sense, so he will be dealing with the table setting and all, and you are dealing with the salad. So this is exactly how the AI agent, like multi-agent system is working. Instead of doing all the tasks by one person, the task is divided among the specialists. So we will get a more efficient result, more like better result in a faster way. Similarly, in AI agent, as each agent is specialized in many things, one thing like it would be having a more efficient result. And um, again, got stuck. Okay, coming to its features, the first feature is its autonomy because each specialized agent is working independently towards the task, and the agents are communicating the information among themselves to make sure that the communication is seamless for the user. So its communication is good. And coming to cooperation and coordination, as these agents are connected, they're having a collaboration among themselves. uh, and also scalability. If a new function is coming, we just need to add one more agent or something like that, so that we can easily scale the system. And as I said, it is each agent is specialized on different tasks, and we are also, as it is a specialized thing, we can rely more on this type of agents. So wrapping up this theory section, we can build something. I will show you a demo in Vapi with Squad. So here I am planning with. By the way, any questions like with the theory section? Is there any questions for anyone? Okay. 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 So we are going with the practical section. Like, I am building a restaurant system. So this restaurant system has mainly three agents. We can build as many as we like. So three agents. The first one, the host agent, which is named as Tom. So Tom will deal with all the incoming calls first. So most of the clients of this restaurant are calling for reserving a table. So he's also dealing with the reservation system. And if the client requires to make the order, he'll transfer the call first to the waitress, who is Tessa, waitress agent. And if the client want to give any feedback or complaint or something, he will transfer the call to the manager, Martin. And these two agents can also communicate among themselves. So all these three agents can access the CRM in common, and so they know the information about the client. And here I am using a hierarchy structure for this because mostly a multi-agent system fails when we don't have a hierarchy among themselves. If all agents can communicate to all other agents means they might fail. So let's take the Vapi next. Yes, Vapi. This is the first page. So when we take the dashboard, here you can create the assistants. So I have already created, I hope you all know this Vapi tool. It's like an intermediate level tool. So for creating voice agents, so first we are taking Tom. So Tom can have the components like model, transcriber, voice, function, advanced, and analysis. So inside the model section, we are giving the prompt for this. First of all, let me say this prompt is not a perfect one, like I just created from this ChatGPT. So basically, when we are creating a prompt, we have to focus on the divisions like identity, style, its roles and responsibilities, and also task and goals. So we need to be concise with that things. And also it is preferred like giving a sample data of how the conversation will be going. So here Tom is handling with the reservation system. So he will welcome the client, and he's asking for the preferred date and time of the client for reserving the table. And he will validate the date and time. If the client is saying a past time, like yesterday, he asking for today, like that he is asking, he has to validate the date. And if the client is giving a perfect, like a valid date, the Tom will call a tool called get reservation. And he will okay. If the client wants to make the order through the call means he will hand over the call to the Tessa, the waitress. And of course, other things like if the caller want to talk to the manager, he will transfer the call to the manager. And these are the tasks and goals dealt by the Tom. And you might be knowing the transcriber, we will describe all the text, speech to text conversions. So we are giving the provider, language, and model, and voice section. We are defining all this. And inside the function section, we are adding the tool. Here adding the tool and advanced section and analysis. So I will go to the tool section and show you how it is. So here is the tool, get reservation. So this tool is got integrated with one of the automation platform, Make. So here we are setting up a appointment, and from here we will get the link API key for the integration, not API key, I mean the address. And coming back to Vapi. So we are getting the data like name of the customer, total number of people, and preferred date and time. And other assistant is Tessa. So Tessa is dealing with the order, taking the order. So I have uploaded a document to Tessa, like what all dishes it have for various time, like for breakfast, dinner, everything. We have uploaded a knowledge base to it. So actually, we could also upload a knowledge base to Tom also regarding the various information about the restaurant, like basic informations. So here I have added one. And it also can transfer the call to Martin if it's a caller wanted. And what else? So it will take the order, and it will also calculate the total cost of the order and inform the customer. And it is also calling another tool called get order. So inside get order, we are collecting information like dishes name, total cost, And also if something like special notes, like if the dish want to be gluten free or something like that, we are taking the notes on that. And next one is Martin, is the manager. Martin will deal with all the feedback, complaints, everything. So he can also transfer the call to Tessa. So this is a simple case, like it can be anything like more complex in a real restaurant situation, but I have created this for the demo purpose. As I said before, like the prompt is not at all perfect. You have to make it perfect when you are creating the real case. So I just copied from the ChatGPT. And coming to Squad. So Squad is actually a orchestral layer created by this Vapi for making this multi-agent system. So here we have connected Tom to both Martin and Tessa, and this Martin and Tessa are connected among themselves. And inside Tom, we can define its messages, like when transferring the call, we can say that I will transfer the call to the manager, Mr. Martin. So otherwise it will say like, okay, I will transfer the call, just like that. So instead to make it more like a human, we are saying like this, I will transfer the call to the manager. And we are also giving the description of the situation when the Tom has to transfer the call. Also similarly, we have defined for Tessa also. And for every agent, we can define that. So I will show you how to create a squad first. First, new squad, and we can add a member. So I'm adding Tom itself. So create squad. So here it is. And we can add more agents to it. So Tessa, where's Tessa? Tessa, Martin. Okay. Now we can connect them. Simple, like we are drawing a picture. Is it like drawing a picture? And Tom to Martin, and these two can connect with themselves. Like this. And definitely we can give the description and message here for each agent which is connected to them. So that's a squad. And so here we have created all the assistants and the squad in the Vapi interface itself. So this can't handle a dynamic data, like the flow of like for example, if you are taking information about the customer from the previous records, means we need a dynamic agent or dynamic squad. So for that, we need to get the JSON of the squad, and we need to create like a workflow inside the automation platform. So for that, getting as JSON, you might know, like inside the document section, we have API reference. So inside API reference, get squad. So after creating the squad inside in the Vapi interface, we can get authorized with this, and we will get all the JSON of the squad, copy that and go to the automation platform and do all the dynamic mapping so that you will get a dynamic agent or dynamic squad for your system. So what about any questions till now? So hope no one has a question. So let's make a demo call. Let's run this. Run. I have 3 scenarios for this. So each agent is calling each different scenarios. Yeah, wait 1 second. So let me make a call.
I am Tom. Thanks for calling Bloom Table. How can I help you?
Hi Tom, I want to reserve a table.
Great. I can assist you with that. May I have your name, please?
Okay, my name is Babu.
Thanks, Babu. What date and time would you like to reserve?
Okay, tomorrow at 7:30 p.m.
Just a moment, please. Let me check that for you. Today is January 9th, 2025 at 8:18 p.m. I noticed that the time you've mentioned is in the past. Unfortunately, we can only schedule reservations for future time. Could you provide another time that works for you?
Okay, Tom, can you book a table for me for tomorrow at 7:30 p.m.?
I'm sorry for the confusion, Babu. Let's try that again. All right, I've got that for tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. How many people will be joining you?
3?
Hold on a sec. Your table is reserved for tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. for 3 people. Would you like to place your order now or at the restaurant?
Yeah, I would like to order the order now.
Got it. I will transfer you to Tessa to take your order. Just a moment, please. I will transfer the call to Tessa, who can help you with making food order. Hello, I'm Tessa, your virtual waiter. How can I assist you today?
Hi Tessa, I would like to make the order for my dinner.
For dinner, we have options like grilled salmon with asparagus, filet mignon with garlic butter, Bloom's vegetarian lasagna, roasted chicken with herb potatoes, lobster ravioli and cream sauce, Thai red curry with jasmine rice, shrimp scampi linguine, Bloom's seasonal vegetable platter, chocolate lava cake, tiramisu, and a selection of red or white wine. Let me know if you'd like details on any specific dish.
Okay, Tessa, go ahead with roasted chicken and red wine.
Got it. 1 roasted chicken with herb potatoes and a glass of red wine. Let me confirm your order. 1 roasted chicken with herb potatoes and a glass of red wine. Is that correct?
Yes.
Just a sec. Your total comes to $26.48. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, okay.
All right. Your order has been placed. Thank you for choosing Bloom Table.
Okay, Tessa, I would like to talk to your manager too.
I will transfer the call to the manager.
Thank you for calling Bloom Table. This is Martin. How may I assist you today?
Hi Martin, I would like to give you feedback about your system.
Of course. Could you please share your feedback with me?
Your system is working pretty good.
Thank you for sharing that. On a scale of 1 to 5, how would you rate your experience regarding this matter?
Okay, I will give 4.
We appreciate your rating. Do you have any suggestions for us to improve?
Nothing like that. Thank you.
Just a sec. Thank you so much for your valuable feedback. We look forward to serving you better in the future.
So that's our case. All our scenarios got run. And let's check our Google Sheet. See here, the data is updated by each agent. So this much is updated by Tom, and this is updated by Tessa, and here this is updated by Martin. And of course, we got a yeah, our appointment is booked in the Google Calendar. So coming back, that's our system. So now, anyone have any questions?
Yeah, so where I get confused is putting it in make.com. So you set up this multi-layer connection.
Mm-hmm.
how do I direct it in Make?
I didn't get the question.
I'm confused about how I'm using Make to make all of that work. Like, what is the
Okay,
prompt in Make?
you're telling that you didn't understand the automation inside the make.
Yes.
Okay, one second. So, look, you didn't get how it will get connected with the Vapi or with agents.
Yeah, I'd probably show that webhook that's got the JSON pass to it.
Yeah, we are connecting with the webhook. Like by clicking on the webhook, we will get the address.
Yep.
So we are copying that, and inside, you do remember, like inside our
Yep.
as tools, we
Yeah,
have
I
an integration
understand that.
section.
Yeah.
So inside the integration section, we are giving that URL. So that's how we are getting connected with the agent is connecting with the make scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay, and each agent is having a different scenario, and we are connecting every agent to the same Google Sheet. So, so in effect, like we will get a input in the same Google Sheet, and also here we are comparing whether the we are like if Tessa, we need to confirm that Tessa is updating the same row as the Tom is updating. So we are checking that with the phone number of the customer. We are checking whether the customer phone number of the customer which is inside the Google Sheet is same as the one we are getting in the webhook when Tessa is calling the tool. And similarly is the case of Martin also. Like Martin also, we are checking with the condition like the phone number should be exactly same. Then we are updating the same Google Sheet with different column.
Okay.
Is
So how do I connect the calendar and search for open times for a table?
sorry?
How do I search the calendar, Google Calendar, to search for times that are available for reservation?
Okay, okay. So this is basically a primary calendar, like primary appointment check. So once we are getting a data inside here,
Yep.
inside this webhook, one second. So here we are getting inside the tools code, we are getting a particular date and time. Yeah, a date and time. So we will use the grok for the conversion and all, and we will check inside the Google Calendar for get busy information. So when we get a get busy information, like we are adding hours. For example, so okay, if client is saying like 7 p.m. So the first time, the starting time will be 7 p.m. and 1 hour we are adding. So add our 1 hour, and from here we will get a router, get into a router. So we will check whether that time slot is seem to be busy. Then if it is busy means it will go to this section. So here we will provide 3 another alternatives time slots for the client. And if that is not something which is not booked, means it will give the appointment setting booked. So this is how it is working. And do you need much more information on this, or like how it is like? You got a basic
I
idea?
guess, yeah. So what I guess I'm confused about is the prompt in Grok to do
A
that.
prompt in Grok. Okay. So here we are doing a conversion. So actually, inside from the assistant itself, we are converting the date into ISO format so that we can use it directly, or I am using an extra check for this grok with this grok so that I can confirm that the date is transferred. Like if the user is saying tomorrow 7 p.m. So the system has to know what's the date today, and it needs to convert to the ISO format. So here the grok is converting that. So I have given the prompt like we have called to user preferred date and time, and which need to convert into the ISO 8601 format. And we are also giving the current date and time now, today and now. And we are giving the passing the value of preferred date and time given by the user. And that is here. Here, actually, we are again converting back it into the time which can be provided to the user, like the alternative times that we can provide. 1 second. Yeah. Here we are giving 3 recommendations, like by calculating. Let me check. Yeah. Here we are getting 3 alternatives. We are giving as a normal case, we are giving like we need 3 alternative for the particular time. So we are giving something which is close to the time preferred by the customer. So we are getting it. And again, we are converting that date and time to the one which is understandable by the customer. That's a grok doing. So we can use grok or any other like ChatGPT, whatever is available. That's it. So,
Thank you.
yeah, okay, welcome. Is there anything else?
Anu, where did you use the Get Squad API call? You did that through something like Postman, did you, to get the JSON?
Okay, I haven't used the JSON in this scenario because we are not using any customer information, previous information, or transferring in customer data among the agents. But you will get the information from the API here. Inside the API reference, there is a section. Yeah.
And can you pass details into this section? Sometimes you can just put your details there, or do you have to do it through something like Postman?
Yeah, as we're creating a dynamic agents, we can transfer the details of the customer from a like a database or something like in anything like where we are storing the information. From there we can transfer the data among the agents. So they might know all the, like for example, if you are calling someone, like making an outbound call for reminding appointment or something, so we need the customer name. So in that case, we can map the name of the customer dynamically from the from our database to the agent's information. Like inside the prompt, we will get the name of the customer. So from here, like you can give the credentials, and you will get the whole JSON of the squad, and we can create one from the Make or any automation platform. We can create a. So for that, one more thing is the like here inside the. Sorry, not this one. So where it was. No, sorry. Okay, here you need to give the URL of the scenario which we are creating for the call. Like if you're making an inbound call which is connected to the scenario first, like if you're using the JSON means we have to give the URL inside somewhere here. I forgot. Let me check. Does anyone know? Yeah, server URL. Here you can give the URL of the scenario, which way we are creating a dynamic squad. So then when a customer makes a call means it will come to this Vapi. Vapi will redirect it to the make scenario, and from there we can get all the dynamic information about the customer. Anything else? Does I answer all your questions?
No further questions as yet, Anu.
Okay. It is like multi system is not something new. Like it's already among us in all organization. But the thing is like we are bringing AI into that. Like we are automating all this functionality. Like basically the concept is like we are dividing a task into specialist, so that it will give a more efficient outcome rather than like one person dealing with all the tasks. So he will be behaving like an all-rounder rather than a specialist. So that's the thing. So when coming to this voice, like we will get a seamless communication. We'll get a seamless transfer of the call, and that is happening. And I think very pretty simple. I can't say it is simple, but still it's a straightforward topic. Yeah.
Have you played around with real-time voice yet? The previous call was talking about real-time voice, and they said the mini model was working quite well.
Yeah, prompt. I also heard that previous section. It's great. Like prompting is the real key. I tell multiple times, like copying from ChatGPT doesn't give anything else. So we have to invest much time in prompting. Like if prompting is good, the AI agents won't go to hallucination or confusions or anything like that. So I also heard that section just before. So that section was so quick. Anything else I can help on?
If someone wanted to get started with an agent, where would you suggest they start with the squads?
Start with this AI agents. Okay.
Yeah, if you want to start creating a squad of agents, where would be the best place to start? Is there like
I started it with Vapi, and I'm still on Vapi. So Vapi is a nice platform. Like it is actually getting upgraded by itself. Like they are bringing so much of upgradation in this system. It is having like as said before, like Vapi is dealing with all the emotions. Many like we can add the emotions now to the assistant. And see, this squad is like they made it so simple. Like we can drag and drop the things, and we can connect among themselves. So.
And do you have any other functionality other than drag and dropping? Can you add sort of if then else and things like that at all, or is it just
no? I don't think so. If we can add something like that, but still we can this destination setting. I really like it because while transferring the call, instead of just saying like we are transferring the call, you could say like, okay, I'll transfer the call to the specified person's name or designation or something like that. Will be more like professional thing to transfer, and they are bringing the blocks. I haven't tried it, but the blocks is also like something like we can. I feel like it can also draw something like drag and drop how the task will be, like the flow of tasks. So first we have to do this, second we have to do this. So I feel like it is also great coming up. Like I haven't tried it, and everything is pretty simple in Vapi. Like adding that even the knowledge base. So I started with the Vapi, especially with the squads. So Vapi is my first preference.
Jonathan's got a question. Did you want to ask it, Jonathan?
Sure. I wanted to find out if there were any cost differences when you're using the squads versus one agent. Is there any, is there any difference in pricing there?
Yeah, definitely there is difference actually. The cost is calculated based on number of agents. So for example, for Tessa, you can see that the call cost is like 0.09, and for Tom, it is different thing. So when we are using a squad, means it will all add up on. The cost is calculated based on which transcriber or voice we are using, and also the battery cost. Mm-hmm.
You're charged whenever when that agent is in use is whenever the cost is incurred. But having multiple agents, if I had 10 agents, I'm only being charged when that agent is in use. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
so
cool.
If most cases in our scenario, the people who is asking for the manager will be very less.
Is it? I was very impressed with when it transferred. I mean, it's like boom. I mean, it transfers fast. Is that typical, or have you noticed any lag? Is it that quick?
No, actually, basically, I am also quite impressed with that transfer. Like, it seamlessly transfer the call, like without any delay or something like that. Only once I felt like it is confused. So that's why I'm saying that we need to form a hierarchy and all. Like Tom will be confused. Oh, whom should I to map this? Whom should I transfer the call to? So if you're following a hierarchy, means I'm not seeing any. Even confusions are much less. Mm-hmm. So the transfer is a bit good. Like
you're not always connecting every agent together necessarily. You've got your hierarchy, but it's if they're talking to Martin, you're not going to have to go back to Tessa or Tom, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's like in any organization, we will have a hierarchy. Like the employees will report to its team lead, and the team lead report to manager. So what if all the employees are going to report to the manager? Means he will get mad. Similarly, when coming to the AI agents, also it seems like that. If everyone is reporting to everyone else, means of course there will be confusions.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
That was very impressive. It's great.
Yeah, very impressive. So, this Vapi, actually, they keep on giving something new for me to learn. They are building new features, adding new features every now and then.
I was just thinking, when it was reading out the menu, is there some way you could have it where it would show when they were speaking, say they're on the website, then it could show the website with the menu, and then they could say, here's the menu. Do you have any questions about any of the items on the menu? And then they'll be able to go back and forth, sort of saying, and tell you more about this item, and then help them decide that way. Because it's a little bit difficult. You might have a menu of 50 items. You don't want it to be reeling off 50 items.
Exactly. Like if you're integrating this with a website, means it will be much it will work like amazing. Like if you log into the website. Of course, when we reserve a table in a restaurant, means first we will go to the website and we'll check on the menu, and then we will make the call. So when we are asking, when the Tessa or the waitress agent picks up the call, she can pop up the. I have a YouTube channel. Have anyone watched? Like we can integrate a website with this voice agents. So there we can pop up a menu inside that, so the user can go through the menu and decide what dishes they can order. So hello.
So would you have the ability to create an agent inside Vapi? Max was just saying that you can add a tool that sends an SMS. So for instance, if you're on a call and could you say something like they don't know what it is? Okay. And then would you have to transfer it, or could that agent say, let me send you a link via text, for instance? Have you ever had that kind of use case, and would you know how to?
Yeah, actually, yeah, yeah. One use case I use uh, yeah, there was someone who is having a manufacturing company, so they have something like a brochure, like cost brochure for their products. So whenever the client asks for the caller asks for the cost details, so our agent will be sending a message to their WhatsApp. You know WhatsApp.
Mhm.
So we will send a information, all the information. Like we will send a link to their WhatsApp, so the user can check on that link. So many products are there, so they can go through all this cost, and the agent will handle all the other discounts and all the calculations. But the cost is evaluated by the user itself, by himself inside the WhatsApp. So that also is like a good use case. Yeah, SMS also we can do inside the automation platform by integrating that with the number. Yeah.
Okay, great.
So
Can you put a limit on the time on the call? Because like, is there the ability to like place a limit on the overall squad? Because I mean, you get somebody on there and they want to talk to death, and they're like, running your cost up. Can you limit it to a certain time where it's just like cut off? Because there's no reason for someone to be on there for 30 minutes, hopefully, right? Or an hour or whatever it may be. Is it possible to on each agent or the overall squad where it's like, all right, cut it
okay,
off?
overall squad it is not possible, but by each agent we can do like inside Tom. Let me check. Inside the advanced section, we can say smart endpoint, also like silence timeout. So here we can end the call.
You've got a maximum duration as well, I think.
Yeah, we can put a maximum duration for how much.
So yeah, if you've got a max for each, then you do have a total max, but it could be if you speak to multiple people, could add up.
Yeah, inside squad there is no something like that. Maybe they will bring it something future. They haven't mentioned anything about it. Okay, anyway, we can do it individually, like by each assistant. Yeah.
It can also detect if someone's angry by their tone, and then it can put them straight through to Martin, for example, which is quite handy.
Sorry?
Said it can detect the tone of voice, so if someone's angry, it's like start shouting, then it can put you straight through to Martin. So you can put in your prompt, if someone gets angry, then pass them through to
definitely. Like inside the Tom, we can write something like that. Like if the client is, we can first detect. We can turn on the emotion detect, and if the client seems to be angry, then directly transfer the call to the manager. Like we can write something like that. So definitely it's a good idea. Like also it is best to always give a fallback system, like either to a human, or we can also give something like an agent also. Like if something went wrong with all the agents, or all the agents can't handle the situation, then a real human can pick up the call and deal with the customer, or like another agent who can much more, like we can train them with a much more ability to deal difficult situations. So definitely, like we can give directly to manager.
So that's a tip. If you want to speak to a human, you can say speak to a human, and you get through, or you have to get angry, and then it'll put you through.
Yeah, actually, many people still now people are interested more to talk to a human than to an AI agent. But definitely, this AI agents will keep on improving their ability, like to deal with all the situations. Like as we know, like initially when we started with this AI agents, they were not like even seems like not a resemblance to human tone. Like they're behaving like really like a robot. So now they changed a much in the voice, everything. So mostly, like people will accept for it. First, let's talk to the agents. So that was a quick section, I think. Anything else? So our call will end by soon. Okay, I got a notification.
And what do you do about testing? I know that was the previous call. Do you have a way to test the agents and make sure they're doing what they should be doing? So if you work with a client, do you work with them for a couple of weeks and sort of go back and forth, or how do you do that?
Okay, with the client, actually, we can mostly. I will go through the call logs, like we can get all the analysis, and also if you want, like we have many tools for testing these agents, like how their prompt is working, um, or else we can create another agent for doing only this testing, so that they keep on calling among themselves and deal with the testing part. But basically, I'm going through the logs, uh, and also we can get all the information, the database for some period of time, that we will get a conclusion how this is happening inside the company. Anything else? Your time limits on those agents.
It was a great demo. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, I'm so happy to do this. Like I'm so proud, like I got a chance to present this. Thanks, Max.
Thank you, Anu.
Okay, then let's wind up. So we'll provide the link for this recording, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
All right.
So,
Bye-bye. Thanks.
bye. Max,
Thanks,
get to
everyone. Have a good
sleep for
evening.
some time.
Today. Have a good sleep, Max.
Yeah. Good night.
On Monday you can sleep.
Bye.